open mouth, little tongue. It wasn't just like a chase little, let's just sort of like have a little fun and get a little kiss lip. It was definitely like, ah. Well, I do a few different things, but the main thing is to look at kissing, think about it, talk about it, listen to others and their kissing experiences. It happened, I think, in like 2003, and here we are, we're still talking about it because it was, you know, it was unexpected. It was very, very provocative. And, you know, it was, also it was a very titillating because it was two women. That's not something that we had seen really traditionally at that stage of the game. So just, you know, so unexpected and people were shocked. And I think there was just, it was intentional for shock value and media talk along and pass along because here we are, you know, 18 years later still talking about it.
Right.
And the whole thing was they cut to Justin Timberlake in the audience. And I guess that was the time when they had kind of broken up not too long ago, or their past was still closer to them than it is today. So it was like, what does Justin think about now she's kissing Madonna? You know, it was just, it was all for good fun. When people are kissing, there's usually a driver, there's often a driver and a passenger. And I think Madonna was the driver, but Britney was very much a very happy ride along shotgun passenger.
Right.
So she definitely responded. It was, you know, it was open mouth, little tongue. It wasn't just like a chase little, let's just sort of like have a little fun and get a little kiss lip. It was definitely like, ah, they were just being outrageous and, you know, but Madonna definitely was taking the lead as the queen of pop. Well, you know, it's funny. I've been watching them. They're, you know, a beautiful young couple, and they're making their way in the world together. There are moments, again, because it's red carpet, where you feel like maybe it's a little bit for show, or it's his moment to show, you know, here I am, I'm married, I've got my beautiful wife. And some of the kissing or some of the interaction, again, feels a little bit like he's a little bit dominant or a little possessive. So, and she sometimes seems a little uncertain, or maybe like, you know, not in public, you know, don't be grabbing me at the back of my neck, don't be grabbing me on my behind. But again, you know, you don't know who's yelling out their names or what's really going on in that moment. So their kissing is a little bit hard to read. I mean, they're two beautiful young people. They seem to be having a great time together, and, you know, you only want them to be happy and you wish them well. But in those moments, I sort of feel like he's trying to say to people like, you know, I'm the guy now, and this is my girl, and that's okay. That's totally okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But the way it comes across, as compared to, you know, there's some, you know, you think about him with Selena, and you know, their kissing was sweeter and softer. They were younger. There was a puppy love quality to it that was just so endearing. You're not feeling necessarily a endearment watching him and Hailey, but that doesn't mean that they aren't endearing together in many ways. We just are not seeing those moments. I love it. I mean, you know, I think that, you know, there should be no rules with who kisses who first or who takes the upper hand, especially in, you know, a relationship where obviously there's a high level of comfort. They've had a child. You know, there should be no sort of territories of, you know, only you can do this or only you can do that. And again, we don't know what had maybe just happened before that picture was taken. But you know, they're funny. They're an interesting young couple. You know, I find some of their kissing, again, in those stills on the red carpet, a little bit awkward. You know, that maybe these moments are not as intimate, or they haven't captured as intimate a moment. But, you know, Kylie kissing Travis on the cheek, there's a sweetness to it. I mean, you know, they clearly share affection for each other. And they've got a beautiful child, and, you know, they've kind of come in and out of being together, and, you know, you wish for them to be happy and to do well.